Hello and welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy XIII. Just trying to remember where we've been. We saved there, and I think... we have to go down this lift. Okay. It's been a while since I played this. A good couple of days, in fact, since I recorded the last episode. I've been busy with other stuff, so I haven't really been paying attention to where I'm up to, so... But we're still working our way through this area. We've still got a little way to go. I think we'll get up to a boss fight pretty soon, so... So you sort of have to kill all the enemies in these areas just to open the gate to the next area. So we've actually got a new enemy type here, so that'll be fun for us. So we'll get a Libra out on him right now, so we get the information we need. There we go. I'm guessing by Hope's use of fire that this guy has a weakness to fire, so I'm not going to check the screen to confirm that, but rather get this guy killed fairly quickly if we can. Yep, cool. So that was nice and easy. And we'll keep moving through this area. I do know there's generally a fair number of chests through here, so we'll have to keep an eye on that too as we go through. So we've got two of them to deal with this time. These aren't particularly difficult enemies to get rid of, so as always it's just a matter of being careful with health, but I can't see us having too many problems here, so it's just a case of working our way through and getting through the zone. Gee, that was really annoying. Lightning attacked just after the combo meter ran down then. Ow. Okay. The poison effect just constantly ticks away like that. It's not a big deal to worry about, but it does mean you just have to keep track of it. I'm not going to bother dispelling it. I can dispel it, but I'm not going to bother, because it'll go away at the end of the fight, because debuffs don't really, well, debuffs absolutely don't carry over outside of combat, so. Which is just one of those basic quality of life things this game has. You don't have to worry about dispelling poisons out of combat or anything like that. You don't have concepts like the inn where you can sort of spend a night, get full healed and all your debuffs removed and stuff like that. And it means you don't have to use items outside of combat that would dispel those kinds of things. So. But yeah. Jeez. Having three of them is kind of annoying. Okay, we'll try and get them down pretty quick now. We've only got two now, so it shouldn't be as bad with the damage there. Now I was saying this was going to be easy. Wow, it's not especially hard, you've just got to be on the lookout. And you can always, because you don't have the issue with debuffs persisting outside of combat, you can always just push for the end of a fight, knowing that a debuff isn't going to sit on it. Oh, you're joking. I just hit the button to do the paradigm shift then. That would have solved that. So yeah, here I am saying that these fights are pretty easy, and they're not. Oh well. Get to do that one again. So hopefully this time we'll do it a bit easier. I'll just be a bit more vigilant about Hope's health there. You can see they do a reasonable amount of damage with that, just that hit attack they have. Yeah, and getting all three of them on Hope like that before was a bit unfortunate. I'd like not to use Yin and Yang as much as possible to try and get the damage down. Once they get staggered, they'll die pretty quickly, so but it's just a case of keeping health up. And yeah, I was pretty annoyed about that actually. But it does continue the long-standing tradition I have of, at the moment, getting at least one game over in each video, so... I've never claimed to be good at this game. I'm just claiming to be able to play it. Oh wow, ow, that was a lot. So, ow! Wow, they really don't like Hope. Ow. Yeah, so this is pretty painful at the moment. And it's annoying too, because it's making killing this guy much harder. Causing the fight to take much longer than I'd like. That guy's done for, so hopefully it's smooth sailing with just the one left. But they're just going to keep going, Hope. This is really annoying. So... Maybe they know that Hope's the party leader and that they just have to focus him down to win. I think we're not that far off from getting this guy. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of health left, and if we stagger him, he's doomed. So. But he's going to do that one more time. But, there we go. It was harder than it needed to be. 3 stars, that's disappointing. I'm disappointed. Oh well. Now we have another group of 2. I think very occasionally I've managed to sneak up behind these guys. I suppose I could use Deceptisol if I really wanted to get the preemptive strikes on them, so... After this fight, I'll just head into the Crystarium and spend points there, just to get these 2 leveled up a bit more. When we return to Vanille and SARS, and also Snow, I guess, we're going to have a lot of Crystarium points to spend, so... Yeah, see, this is proving to be much easier. Except for the part where she didn't quite hit in time then, we lost the combo. Yeah, going for lightning this time, so that's okay. I can deal with that. We'll get the staggered now, so he won't be able to attack again, basically. And he's dead anyway, so... Even if he didn't die, then lightning would launch him, and he would stay in the air for a while. Just keep an eye out for chests around here. There's a few buried in this area. In fact, there's one right here. We didn't get the preemptive on these guys. That's annoying. These guys aren't too dangerous, but I'll just Libra them. Just so we get the numbers on them. They're not too dangerous, but again, you've just got to keep an eye out. I said I was going to use the Crystarium. I'll do it after this fight and after I've done the chest. So you can see there, they're actually, again, just focusing on Hope. So. There we go. That was relatively painless. Slow though, according to that. Okay, so Crystarium. 6 antidotes. That'll be useful given everything around here is poison. And we'll head into the Crystarium and we'll get everything leveled up. We've got a fair amount of points saved up, so I think we've maxed that out for Hope. So I'll go to his medic, try and get some more health. That magic would be good. More health, and let's see if we can go all the way to that roll level. Not quite. Okay. So, let's do lightning. I think she's maxed out on Commando. We'll see where she is on Ravager. So we're just up here for Ravager so she gets fire. Give her that strength, because that'll help her Commando. Magic. Probably should have gone for the HP, but oh well. Not a big deal. And yeah, so... keep working our way through. expecting to sneak up on these guys. Yes. We got the preemptive strike. Cool. And we get the stagger on all of them, which is great. Basically, if you use an AoE ability on a group of enemies that are all near their stagger point, like from a preemptive strike, they'll all stagger. So, and it makes fights like that much easier. Okay, so this will be a bit more variety in this fight. Take down the Silver Lobo first. Because it's the one that can do the poison, so I'd rather get that out of the way. Just have to watch everyone's health. Because those slugs can do a fair bit of damage, the crawlers. I call them slugs because they kind of look like slugs. Just go yin and yang here quickly just to get some heals up. Yeah. Especially because if everything focuses on like Hope or Lightning, they'll go down pretty quickly. Lightning needs to heal herself. Yeah. There we go. Back to fire. Back to doing damage, I mean. And we've got the Lobo down, so that's the possibility for being poisoned out of the way. It's just a case of clearing these guys out. They actually have pretty high stagger points. So getting a preemptive on them is better because otherwise it'll take you a while during the fight to stagger them if you do it all. So I think we're mostly going to be doing fighting through this video because there's a lot of this kind of stuff as we go through this zone. I'm going to start cutting the length back on these videos too, so I'm going to aim for around half an hour per video. A little bit more, just depending on where save points end up being and stuff like that, so... This isn't really a boss fight, it's just a large enemy. Kind of a mini-boss, I guess. But yeah. He's basically the same as those other behemoths we've been fighting for a while now, so... Nothing especially scary, just got to keep an eye on everyone's health. I say that a lot, but it's basically the strategy to winning this game. And I tend to be a little bit safer when I do it. And of course, when I'm not paying attention, that's when I usually die, so... Lightning will heal herself up. Once she gets back into the green, we'll switch back. In fact, we're going to do it now because otherwise... because we're about to get the stagger, and I'd rather not get the stagger with the... Yep, that's what we wanted, so... And the best part of that is she can keep him launched, and he won't do much in the way of attacking until the stagger meter runs out. Can probably stop him from attacking for the rest of the fight, if the attacks line up. I didn't quite get that. I tried to cancel early then just to make sure that he stayed up in the air, but it didn't quite work out, so... Hasn't been a huge deal. I love how they take like 10 damage from falling down. It's like completely pointless, but there you go. I think there's a few more of those to go through. I mostly prefer fighting those guys because the battles, well, not so much because the battles are longer, but just because they're a bit more fun to fight than the smaller creatures. We've come from that way, we're going this way. Just wanted to see if there was a chest that I wasn't seeing there. No, cool. So, chests don't show up on the minimap, so just got to be vigilant for them. Is there anything around here that I'm missing? Not that I can see. I apologise for anyone who gets motion sickness while playing video games, simulation sickness, whatever it's called. It's, full camera rotations I know aren't the best for that, so... Oh, we have a lot of enemies here. Let's see if we can get a preemptive. Nope. No chance. So I just need to be a little bit extra careful here. AoE abilities would be nice. No, we're not going to do AoE? Well, whatever, I guess. I'm going to have to go yin and yang. Because this many enemies can basically kill one from full to dead in a single cycle, so we just need to be aware of that. Yeah, a few of them are starting to die off now. Ooh. Ow. Heal hope. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm just going to use a Phoenix down here on Lightning because I need to keep her alive. But she's not going to be... oh, damn it. Okay. Yeah, that was annoying. This isn't that hard a fight, but I might drop a Decepticol to see if I can't get the preemptive strike before we go into it. Hopefully they don't detect me before I can do that. There we go. Hopefully that lets me get in. Yeah, we'll get a preemptive on all of them. So this will take a little while because you've got to hit each one of these guys individually to get the preemptive strike. And then we can AoE them down, stagger them and kill them fairly quickly. Might still take a bit of damage, but this just makes life a lot easier now they're staggered. Because it just means they'll deal more damage. Oh, did he die? Oh, you're joking. So that's the problem with this fight. That's really annoying actually, I didn't think that would happen. So they just kept jumping all over him. And again, it's just a case of because they focus fire, I'll use another... reuse that Decepticol just to get that. And, unfortunately it means having to go through this again. I can't skip this, sadly, so... That's okay. We'll do okay here. Yeah, we'll be a bit more vigilant about health here. They're dying fairly quickly. I'll go yin and yang now, because he's actually within range of being killed by all of them at this point, which is a bit sad. But it's just because there's so many of them. And you see even Lightning took a huge hit there. Okay, I'll switch back, try and get more damage out. Because her Ravage ability will do a lot of damage as well. But as you can tell, this is just, yeah. There we go. That went better. Okay, so it looks like we're about to approach another cutscene. This might be a boss, I'm not sure. I don't think it is quite yet though.
ライトさんに話しても私はお前のバックアップだ母さんが死んだんですあいつのせいであいつのせいなんです思い知らせてやりますよ今は無理だけど強くなって必ずだからついてきたんですあいつが巻き込んだんですよ僕らとそれにセラさんも許せるわけがない
And now we're back to having Lightning. Now we're back to having Lightning as our commander, as our party leader. I'm just going to do, yeah, I'll go into the Crystarium again just to fill things out a bit. So The cost of leveling up into Crystarium is going up at this point too, so you'll notice that even though I have like nearly 1,000 points, it doesn't get anywhere near as many nodes as we were getting previously. I can actually level up his Synergist a bit now too. So you can see how many more I got in the Synergist because it's much further back, and therefore each link costs a bit less. Just check to see if there's any chests around here. There are not. And then we'll head over this way. I think we are close to a boss fight or a sort of major fight. I'll tell you what else, we're close to a save point. That's the first one we've had since we started. So, just, yeah. Now I'll go all the way back. I'll save from over this one. None of these have anything important in them because I already lost the important stuff, so not that concerned. Doesn't look like there's anything down there. I think there is a chest at the end of one of these, so I'll just do a little bit of exploring once we get through here. The best part of this is we get her 4-step bar instead of Hope's 3-step bar. So, given the choice, I would have Lightning as my party leader basically all the time. But of course, the game doesn't give you that choice for a very long time. We're still quite some distance away from reaching that point too. You'd think after 10 videos we'd be, you know, close to somewhere where the major plot advancement of the game happens, but we're not. So, I think eventually too, Lightning ends up with 6 steps in her ATB bar. So, Virulent Breath. She also has more health than Hope, so a bit easier to manage in combat. I just prefer being in charge of a commando than a Ravager. Yep, that's where the chest is. There's another group around here, and I'm pretty sure there's a chest hidden among there, so clear these guys out. Oh. I love how they run right past you and then you have to go to the effort of running back into them. The downside, of course, to having the longer ATB bar is that it takes longer to fill. Even though the ATB bar is actually faster at filling, the speed that it fills up again is not equivalent or more than the additional length gives it, so obviously you can speed that up using buffs. So we're starting to get to a point where we're doing decent numbers damage wise. My memory is that we'll be doing max damage by the time we get to the important bits. Oh, just realised how much damage. So Yin and Yang makes Hope the medic now because of that paradigm change. I did say there was a chest here, didn't I? There it is. Star Pendant. What does a Star Pendant do? I haven't really been keeping up with my equipment. In fact, she doesn't even have an accessory equipped, so we should probably solve that. Star Pendants, particularly, that's right, poison resist. It's probably handy in this area. Not sure it's what I want to give her though. I might put... no, not Doctor's Code. I might put the Iron Bangle on her just for the extra health. Yeah, and he can stick with the Magician's Mark for the moment. Poison resistance probably would have been a bit handy before. I tend not to bother too much with resistances in this game. They don't seem to be that important. Like, I can understand where they might give you a brief hit in battle or something like that. You're sort of expected to switch up your equipment based on the fights you're encountering, so... But I just don't do that a lot of the time. Mostly out of pure laziness. Okay, let's just see if there's anything there. Did I hear a thing there? No, I didn't. Good. Okay, so about to come to another cutscene.
ルシになったからこのバカと結婚だ。話が全然通ってない。つくならまともな嘘にしろ。それに本当にお前がルシならば始末するのが私の仕事だ。
お姉ちゃん。
バカバカしい。最低の誕生日だ。
おいセラ、なんで信じてやらないんだ。
誰が信じる。偶然ルシにされてそれで結婚だと。
兄さん、
誰が姉さんだ。寝言は寝て言え。
セラを一人にしたいのか。分かった。セラは俺が守る。
どういうセンスだ。
番組の途中ですが、緊急政府広報をお送りします。昨日深夜、臨海都市ボーダムでパルスのファルシが確認されました。政府はファルシエデンの承認のもと、先ほど非常事態宣言を発令。これによりボーダム全域は無制限に封鎖されます。繰り返しお伝えします。昨日深夜、臨海都市ボーダムでパルスのファルシが確認されました。政府はファルシエデンの
私が一人にしたんだな。
Well, I guess it's a bit late now for that. So yeah, that's the story of that knife. I've always liked the design on that knife, actually. It looks really cool. I'm not sure how practical it'd be, but I'm not particularly a knife person, but if someone gave me a replica of that knife, I wouldn't object to having it. But like a lot of things in Final Fantasy games, it looks more like it was designed to look cool rather than be practical. Wow, this could be a tough battle. Yeah, this will be a tough battle, I think. Need to watch everyone's help. Oh, she's still medicing. Okay, I thought Hope was medicing. Might change that up next time I'm in the paradigm screen. So I prefer Hope to do medicing because he's better at it. The nice thing about having 4 of these is she can do Blitz twice. Blitz is basically an AoE attack. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hit the wrong way on the stick. I think it's the last enemy, yeah. This will be nice and quick, hopefully. I'm going to hope that I don't have to heal Hope. No. Cool. Slightly slow battle, but oh well. Can't really be helped. There's a chest just over here being guarded by this thing, which is a new enemy type. Well, not a new enemy type, but a new enemy. So we'll... Oh, I didn't mean to do that, no. Do that. Yeah, Barbed Spectre. Related to the Vespers we've been fighting up to this point, but red instead of cyan. I think they have a poison attack that's pretty nasty too, so I'll keep an eye out for that. But it looks like this isn't going to be too difficult to fight. Yeah, there we go. Whatever that glowing was, it didn't lead to anything in the fight, so... Edged Carbine. I think that it will be an upgrade. Hang on. Gladius. Edged Carbine. That gives me less strength but more magic. I prefer to keep strength up on her, actually. Primarily because it's... actually, wait, does it have any... no, it doesn't. Okay. Prefer to keep strength up on her. Because I primarily want her to be a commando, and commando is strength based. If I'm using her as a Ravager, that would be a better weapon, but we won't be using her as a Ravager. Speaking of which, oops, wrong button. Let's sort these paradigms out, particularly this one, because I want her to be the commando. I want him to be the medic, so that changes it over to War and Peace. I might add a new one that's her as Ravager and him as medic as well, just so we've got that available. I doubt I'll use it, but I'll have it there anyway. But yeah, I definitely prefer Hope function as medic than Lightning. Partly because Hope's better at medic, and partly because Lightning does more damage. So switching Lightning over to medic sacrifices a lot of damage. So and we're back. Sorry about that. I just got a phone call, so it was a rather lengthy phone call, so if there's a sudden edit in the middle of this fight, that will be why. Why the hell am I summoning... because I was going to Libra and I've accidentally... This is what happens when I get distracted. So, sorry about that. So, anyway, this should make the fight a lot easier. So I suppose that's a good thing. These guys are going to go down. I'm going to call this video at the next available save point. Mostly, I was planning to go a bit longer, but because of the interruption I've just had, I'm not really going to have enough time to get everything I want to get done in this video, so... Of course, to you guys all it was a brief edit in the middle of a fight. So. But that's how these things go. So we'll try and get to wherever the next save point is. They're not being super generous with their save points up through here, unfortunately. A little bit annoying. So, got another one of these guys, great. So yeah, that was an interesting phone call, to say the least. I won't go into details of it, but just took a while, that's all. Anyway, where are we here? Feral Behemoth. These guys aren't that difficult. Slightly annoyed too, because that's cost me 3 tech points, which means that I'm not going to be able to Libra if we get a lot of new enemies up soon. Ow. I love how quickly Hope gets onto the healing once you switch that around. Like, his ATB bar must have been right there then. Well, let's get this guy staggered. Yeah, here we go. Lightning will launch, and we shouldn't take any more damage from him, so... That's what I like, when the ATB bars combine to keep the juggle going. It's quite nice. So. Launch, attack, this guy's done. I did once, a long time ago when I was playing this game, I remember actually having an enemy die to that little bit of fall damage at the end there. Probably happens fairly frequently, but I just remember this was probably like one of the first times I'd seen it happen. It just amused me a lot, so I've always remembered that. I remember weird things. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave this video here, unfortunately. I'm not sure. I think we're about right on time anyway, so it's not too bad. And we'll have to finish off this area in the next video once that comes up. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all. Oh, hang on. Yeah, cool. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.